Shalom, I'm Dudley. In one of my previous videos, I was talking about the Sabbath and uh, how much of a transition it has been, uh, like a transition mentally of honoring the scriptures that was ordained by Yah to give us a day and time of rest. And what does that actually mean? One of the concerns that I started to have recently, now after my son has been born, and I got back into training people, not officially or not. What would that be? I don't have a school out here in Oklahoma or anything. There was a school locally that I was training at for a little while just to keep loose, uh, to keep, I guess you could say, some of my tools sharp, or just to have the time on the mat and move around with people. Uh, I I wanted to. Well, where do I start? I always felt like when I was younger that I needed to find out my purpose in life, uh, and once I found that purpose in life, I would need to I would need to just share that message and teach people about what it is that I've learned over the time. And one of my skills that I've obtained over the years when I started training in 2003, I started training grappling, and then eventually I put the pajamas on in 2013, 2014. The Jiu-Jitsu gi, call it the pajamas. And started sharpening up my ground game and my craft, and I love being an instructor. So recently, I life has been going great for me, for my family, for my camp, for my tribe, and I am trying to figure out a way where I am going to go back to that jiu-jitsu school, start training over there again. But I have the desires and aspirations of opening up my own school, and that would be a business, and I know how the business of things go. Like right now, I travel around to some of the other camps and teach boxing classes. Once I get some mats, we'll start doing some judo and jiu-jitsu and all of that. But I got concerned. My concern was, okay, well, understanding the sport of mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, judo, grappling, and all that stuff. How do I continue that and still respect the Sabbath? And I started getting concerned. I almost like a panic of, well, what if I become very successful, I amass a great deal of students, and then what if they say they want to compete? What do I do then? Because most grappling competitions are on Saturdays, and then for MMA competitions, they're either on Friday nights or Saturday evenings. So what do I do as this bug or fly or something is attacking my leg? What do I do? So I prayed on it. I didn't get any answers. I went to my brothers about it, and they said, well, create your own organization. It was like, well, that will take time. So take that time, but you should know, if that's going to be a business of yours, that you should not, you are commanded to rest. And I was like, yes, I know, but what if someone says that they want to go further? I have the knowledge and skills to take them further. What do I do? It's like, well, if you are going to honor the Sabbath, there's nothing that you can do. You should be able to let people know as soon as they walk in the door that you can only bring people to this point. If they want to continue on, they're going to have to go somewhere else for that. And also that there are a lot of Torah observant people here in Oklahoma, the Ozarks, that whole area, where you shouldn't have any problems or issues with keeping or having students because they all are on that same path and journey. And then as time goes on, if you want to have people compete, then make your own organization. And then I started to think about how I started in MMA or kickboxing. We had these smoker events where it would be at a school. The New Jersey State Athletic Commission wasn't made aware of anything. And a few different schools in the area would get together and they would have fights. So I believe I did one in New York. I did one, I was coaching for one that was in New Jersey, and I'm trying to think, where were some of the other amateur competitions I had, or smoker fights? Don't really remember, but that gave me, remembering that gave me the future thinking that, oh, well, maybe that is something that I could do. I could change the mindset, just like with Refuge Medical and Refuge Training. They don't do any trainings on Saturday, no matter how much people offer to have trainings on Saturday. Like today, some of the team, they went off to do a training session, and today is Sunday, so they have everything set and focused for them to honor the Sabbath. I will be able to keep my focus, and everyone that comes to me for training and the knowledge that I have will know that I'm keeping and honoring the Sabbath. So now I no longer have that fear of opening up a school and what happens if someone says that they want to compete. I know what I can do. I know the knowledge that I can pass on to them, and I also don't have any fear of telling them, no, I can't. I can't be your cornerman at a UFC fight, or a local organization out here. I'm not even sure what the organizations are out here, but when I first moved out here, I was talking with my brother Tom, Lucky Devil FC. Check him out on Instagram. If you're still in New Jersey, go train with him. He's a second degree black belt, or he should be eligible for a second degree black belt from Carlos Catania sometime soon. But he said, well, eventually he's going to come out here. We should take over the whole MMA scene, get our own organization, and do whatever we want, and have everyone come to us. So what he said many months ago, telling me, is actually what my brothers out here are telling me. Yes, establish yourself, and then people will have to respect what it is that you do, because they respect what it is that we do with our training and how we do business. The website shuts down at sundown on for the Sabbath, and if people want stuff, they just have to wait until sundown on Saturday. So that'll be the same way in the future, as my business model, I will respect and honor the Sabbath and keep it holy as the word says, and uh, and as I've seen, respecting Yah and his words, his authority, I've been blessed. I have a beautiful wife that respects and honors me. I have two amazing sons that respect and honor me. I have I have brothers that respect me. I have sisters that respect me. I have people that are that don't even know me and will walk up to me and see something about me and want to sit and have a chat with me. Like when I'm out and about in town, it's never it never ceases to amaze me that someone wants to come up and say hi, that it's something that they saw that they wanted to be in the presence of me, or just take a moment of my time, shake my hand, or anything like that. So I am learning. Well, it is a learning experience, turning yourself over to the Father and actually living His Word, not saying that you are one thing and doing something else. Like what my grandmother used to tell me when I was an agnostic or atheist, however it is that you can mentally process that. She would say that you're more Christian than any of the Christians that she knows. And I would just say, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I am just being respectful and honoring people in my family. I never thought about it that I'm actually doing the things without knowing to do the things. And now that I am doing the things, that compliment that my grandmother used to give me means so much more now, especially now that she's gone. Wherever she is in her journey after this existence, hopefully she can see and understand what it is that I'm doing, and she understood the journey that I was going on to get to this point. So eventually, look for it. It's gonna come soon. Gonna have to get some mats, probably be traveling around in the pickup truck, or have everything loaded up in a van, going around to different places training people. And then eventually one day I will have a school of my own so that everyone could come out and train. So that's about it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you understand my rants and ramblings. It's just me trying to get whatever's out in my mind and convey it to you. So, shalom.